When playing a rhythm game, I often ask myself, what am I getting out of this experience? And the important thing for me is that I get to listen to some really good tunes. And honestly, that should be the #1 rule when making a rhythm game. At least have some good music playing. Rule number 2 would be sync the fuck out of your button prompts. Because if your prompts don't know the difference between an upbeat and a downbeat, we're gonna have a bad time at this gospel explosion. And here we have Entwined, a rhythm game for the PS4, PS3, and the Vita. Keeping in line with the rules I set up before this. I mean, the music is an acquired taste, but you really have to sit down and experience this because the music and visuals and gameplay are all working in tandem, as it should be with all rhythm games. Entwined's gameplay is mostly about controlling the analog sticks. As the prompts approach, you have to align the sticks in the signaled position in order to successfully complete a sequence. And as the game progresses, these sequences will get a lot more complex. So it's not just simple Simon Says. And oddly enough, the music itself is actually taking a back seat, which you would think would be counterproductive in a rhythm game. But no, the music is actually exactly where it needs to be for the visuals and the gameplay that tell the story. And as for the story, it's just simple. It doesn't need to be anything spectacular for what they're trying to do here. A fish and a swan are in love, and they keep meeting each other in each lifetime to dance with one another. And at the end of that lifetime, they fuse together to become a dragon, and then at the end of that, they split apart to find each other in the next lifetime. See? Simple. This is visual storytelling at its finest. And although it's a rhythm game, it puts a lot of effort in showing us the tale of these two creatures. The gameplay is very challenging, but not punishingly so. It fully acknowledges that there is a player behind the controller. And at some point the game has to proceed, or I'm just going to sit here going through an infinite loop of rhythm prompts until I actually get it correct. In every lifetime there is a meter that must be filled that you do by collecting orbs. It decreases every time you miss a rhythm prompt. However, all the rhythm sequences in each lifetime are not in any specific order. So there's a possibility that you can blaze through the entire lifetime with simple prompts that you can do. There's also an equal chance that you will get completely complex prompts throughout the entire thing, and you have to get those correct, or else you're not advancing at all. So no specific playthrough is relatively the same, and the game's not going to punish you for getting the more difficult sequences. It's just going to move on and try to see if you can get the next one. And once you get that meter full, you have to go 10 consecutive button prompts without messing up, or else you're going to have to start some of it over. And once you complete all that, the fish and the swan fuse together to become a dragon, you go into a nice landscape, collect some orbs, and then move on to the next lifetime. The only downside to this game is that there's not a lot of replayability to it. I mean, once you play through it once, all you can really do is play through it again and probably take on challenge mode. But really, not really much reason to come back to it. Because the music, like I said, isn't exactly something you want to jump on to listen to again. You know, this isn't a game that you just casually turn on. You have to be in a certain type of mood to play this. And this is the type of game where you just play to relax. There's no challenging objectives or anything like that. It's just you and the game and some chill music. And this game doesn't require too much thought as it does need reaction. And you can react, right? I mean, you're blinking right now, aren't you? Aren't you? Seriously, aren't you? If you come home from a long day and you just need to unwind but you don't want to do anything too strenuous, then check out Entwined. A really interesting rhythm game with nice visuals, soothing music, and a not so clear story that might put you in tears.